Alright, welcome to the Franchise Time Machine. You go ahead and get the pack giveaway form for tonight ready. We're going to have FlyingWV playing low ball creator roster tonight. Alright, we'll take this one. Episode 676. Let me get the title updated. And then I'll put this form in the chat. Okay, so this is no longer true because FlyingWV now has taken over sole possession of first place. Fewest wins with 54, and tied for second fewest wins with Red Jr. All right. Oh, we already have this switch down here, so we'll just say low ball creator roster leader FlyingWV. Trying to extend his lead. Okay. So fewest wins is 54. Currently held by FlyingWV. FlyingWV is also tied with Rev Jr. for second fewest wins with 57. Okay, I think everything else is going to be the same. Also, yeah, still taking over the Orioles tonight. Yeah, Rev Jr., you're on the leaderboard right now. Tied for second fewest wins. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put this in the chat. I guess we can put the rosters up while I've published the form. Okay, and then I need to update the color code on this because tonight is FlyingWV is going with that one. So this is an interesting combination of FlyingWV's usual. Oh, this is FlyingWV, not FlyingWB. But we'll get the scoop from FlyingWV when he's in the voice chat. But taking Baltimore again, taking relief pitchers, going 2 more relief pitchers though, and taking the 2 catchers, and then taking the starting pitchers at the average level, and then taking most of the starting lineup at the bench and scrub level. So kind of a hybrid. We'll see if the pitcher fatigue approach can work with that many pitchers. Now, finally, was super successful last time with the pitcher fatigue approach. Gave up a record 1,263 runs. I'll show you by how much he extended the runs allowed lead in low ball. He went. The previous record had been. Oh, actually, I have to update this. 1,253 was the last record. So FlyingWV has by far the 2 most runs allowed runs. 1,287 and 1,253. After that, no one even tops 1,100. So unfortunately, the last time though, FlyingWV gave up 1,253. He also scored the most runs. This last time, he only scored 893, so almost a negative 400 run differential. If you can combine that with the 641 runs scored that Kind in 360 had last night, which is now the lowest run total, right? Then you really got something going there. What I don't know if that's possible, if these 2 elements can be combined, because there's only so many slots to go around, and only so many low slots to go around. So we'll see though. But these last few runs have been really entertaining. Kynan 360 for offensive utility, and FlyingWV just almost 1,500 runs allowed is crazy. So we'll see how this goes. Actually, while we're on the stream, why don't I color code? I didn't color code Kynan's run yet. Oh, so Kynan takes over for the worst runs scored in the league, 30th. Surprisingly, the first one to be 30th in runs scored in the league, in the majors, for a run. Ties for the worst batting average ranking, 28th. Sets a new low for home run ranking with 26th. That's impressive. It's hard to avoid power, and Kynan finished in 26th place despite having those 2 legend level catchers. Came in 2nd best ever for worst defensive efficiency. So it wasn't just the bad pitching. The poor pitching when FlyingWV went. He also was 30th in defensive efficiency. I'm sure that helped lead to some runs. Now, and so what Kynan did, which is impressive, set a new record for the worst combined rankings at 139. Previous record was 131. Got the first part of this right. Only 1 All-Star, no Gold Gloves, no reliever to the year votes, but then did get 1 Silver Slugger. Did get no Cy Young votes, but they came in 6th in MVP voting. pretty good run there. Again, the by far, well, not by far, I guess the 666, but these two kind of stand alone. There have only been three ever under 700. So, and this one's another 25 runs below the Rev Junior one. So, really bad offense coming right after FlyingWV just destroyed this pitching staff. So, lots of interesting things happening in low ball lately. And let's not sleep on Rev Junior too, who finished with the most games behind using the Cardinals, which I thought was a nice change, and did manage to be the worst record in the majors, which has only happened twice. So the last three runs have been bangers. Oh, sorry, it does say kind of 360. No, wait, it should say FlyingWV in my window. You might need to refresh because mine says FlyingWV. All right, let's the package form is up. Let me put the picks back up again while I get the run ready here. Yeah, if you reopen a window that has Twitch running and you don't refresh it, a lot of times it'll still just have old information. All right, let me go ahead and just set this up on the stream, and then we'll see if FlyingWV wants to chat. So it'll be a new quick start. This will be low ball 27. FlyingWV. I think this is run number 6. Let me double check before I hit enter. It is run number 6. And we're going Baltimore again. We have to hit the mailbox. Manage your options. This will minimize interruptions. And we'll delete out the Orioles rosters. All right, let's see if FlyingWV is available. All right, you should be in the stream, FlyingWV.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can. Can someone in chat let me know how the levels are?
Yeah, I go either way. Sometimes I'm too loud, sometimes I'm not.
I've got you about halfway up on my OBS, and I'm maxed out. I know I'm too quiet all the time, but I'm maxed out.
Gotcha.
We're both fairly okay. Well, that's probably good then, because I can't go any higher. Oh, he's lower than me. Okay, we'll bring him up a little bit. Okay, how about now?
Is it better now?
Actually, even in Discord, you're a little bit quieter than normal. So.
Oh.
Okay. So Baltimore again.
Yes.
Relief pitchers first, and then two catchers, but more relief pitchers this time.
Right, and those second basemen are a strategic choice as well.
Okay.
Because I have a good level second baseman and an average level second baseman. I picked a position that I might be able to find somebody that's high ratings because of defense and not offense.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. And then you're taking all your starting pitchers at the average level.
Yes. And then just filling out the rotation from there. Yeah, filling out the roster from there, yeah.
Okay. Because if you can tire out your pitching staff like you did in your run when you gave up almost 1,300 runs, and
right.
then if you can have the weak lineup like kind of 360 had, that
Yes.
we could be onto something here.
Right.
But what we don't know is if the pitching fatigue approach will work with 13 pitchers.
13. That's the thing. Or do those extra 2 pitchers cover the gap? We'll have to
Yeah,
find out.
yeah. Because you you can't get worse starting pitching without getting a stronger lineup.
Right. No, no, you can't.
Yeah. All
So
right. Well,
I
let's.
I
No, go
think
ahead.
that Kynan is right that having weaker bats will help more than having slightly better pitching.
Although you do have the current record with the worst pitching ever.
I, I, I do. So now I'm exploring another avenue now.
I mean, that leaderboard is pretty impressive. 1,287, I think it was.
Yes, yeah, that was fun. And that in that run, I had position players pitching, which helped.
Yeah, you had one guy pitch almost. Was he double digits? Double
Yeah, it
digit
was like
games?
10 innings or 10 games or 10
Yeah.
innings. It was the other. Yeah, yeah. I think
Always fun. You
I
know,
had a
you've
catcher
done that.
pitching a lot of innings. Yeah.
You've done that pitcher fatigue a bunch of times, but I think once in 26 and once in 27 are the only times like it really hit, where you have
Right.
lots of position players pitching. But when it hits, it's great.
When it hits, it's really fun.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, let's get started. We're gonna go legend and star level. We'll just go relief pitchers, and then we'll come back to this when we hit the good level.
Yes.
All right, so let's go. Flying manager pull down menu, GM and manager actions, sign a free agent. From the actions pull down menu, we can create fictional players. It's also where you can import historical players. And the meta right now is to go relief pitchers with the legend and star level. So that's what we're going to do. All right, here we go. And you do get one round of rerolls.
Right.
In OOTP27. All right, here
There's
we
a
go.
guy there's a guy that can hit. He had 55 BABIP. What? Jose.
Yeah, if it was dead ball, I would show you the batting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
40 contact. Yeah.
Yeah.
A guy with
Yeah.
40 eye too.
Right. Yeah, that's insane. Okay.
The staminas are kind of high here.
Yeah, they're a little high, but it is a legend as well. So, it's Jose Jimenez.
Okay. The second lowest control.
Mm-hmm.
But you get the lowest stuff and the lower home run suppression that you had gotten with Justin Wallace. I think that's a
Right.
good choice.
And Campbell feels like a trap. I think that 80 home run suppression, 80
Oh
control.
no, this guy has done. This guy pitches really
Yeah.
well. This shape is definitely a low ball trap.
Right. Because 55 stuff is probably enough to make that work.
Okay, who's Uncle Phil? who is the MLB player named Uncle Phil?
Jose Uncle Phil Jimenez.
Prince Fielder nickname is Uncle Phil.
What?
Yeah, Prince Fielder.
Oh.
All right, let's get this guy added to your squad. All right, one more legend level pick.
Yep. Let's hope that I get another decent RNG run. It's tough to avoid them at the legend level, though.
Yeah, yeah. This patch isn't too bad, though.
Yeah, and there's a couple 30s in
both round stamina were. You didn't get lucky with the 25 or
right
or 30, but you got a couple 30s in here. It's a little bit better.
Right. Yes. Now the question, the answer is Jason Lockhart.
Yeah, I think, no steals here, but I think these are two pretty solid low ball legend level pitchers.
Right.
Bo Nose. Jason Bo Nose Lockhart. Let's get him added.
Yeah. Bo Jackson.
Bo Nose.
Maybe Bo Jackson.
All right, next we got 4 star level relief pitchers.
Yes, and hopefully I get some better luck here.
Yeah, I mean, this is where the luck comes in, right? Because you actually do get some variance at this in this round, where legend is pretty uniformly great. Um, Star is where you start to see a little more separation.
Mm. Yes. Okay. Back to. Yes. Okay. Well. Huh. Um. Well. Now this is an interesting choice. I do think it is Brent Ostman, though.
Yeah, when it only has one really high, this is not a
Right.
trap. I think this is
Yeah.
not a low ball trap.
Right. Right. Exactly. I think that 40 stuff is going to play really well with the 30 stamina.
Yeah. But if there's 80-80 again, I would stay away from this guy. But with just 180, I think this guy's a
Right.
great low ball pick.
Yes.
And he's
Yes.
got your low stamina too, so I think this is a good.
Yes. Yeah. He was a good fit.
All right.
He's not going to give him any bombs, but he'll just let him nickel and dime him to death.
Yeah, I think the low stuff can hurt this guy.
Right.
All right, a second star level relief pitcher.
Right. I wouldn't mind seeing all of them look like that.
Yeah, I think that shape's going to play well for low ball.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Did I do legend again? I'm going to look at the clip real quick. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
it's
I did
star.
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
I
it's
did
star. I think it's star.
Yeah, it's star.
And it's Rich Vargas. I don't even have to look that closely.
Rich Vargas. Oh my goodness, yeah, lowest stamina and lowest control. So that's a good
Right.
combination for you, I think.
Yes, he's perfect for me.
Hopefully some high pitch counts to get him out of there. Snaggletooth, amazing.
Good old Snaggletooth.
Okay, who actually had the? Who would actually have the nickname Snaggletooth?
Probably somebody from the 1800s is my guess.
Oh, it's not even in the database. It's not in
Oh,
BRAF, so it was just someone put it in there. That's funny.
that is funny.
All right. I think the third of four is coming up now.
Yes. Okay. It's Adam Harris.
Oh yeah, 25 stamina fits your profile
Yep.
perfectly.
Right. Yep.
I mean, perfect would be a worse profile too, but that's 25
Right.
stamina is great for what you're
Yeah.
doing. So
Don't get me wrong. The 80 stuff plays up a lot,
yeah.
but that 25 stamina is key to my strategy. So.
Yeah, almost 1,300 runs allowed last time. Incredible.
Yeah.
When I was looking at the leader, I was like, wait, is this right? It's so high. All right, let's get. I think it's one more, right?
Yes. One more star. Yeah.
Yeah, one more star level. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh.
Okay. Oh. You know, it's Arturo Lopez.
Yeah, you get the lowest stamina and you get the lowest HRA. That's a nice combo.
Right. Yeah, that is a nice combo, and it's not even that high of stuff. He's
Yeah.
pretty ideal.
Yeah,
He's pretty ideal.
pretty good star level low ball pick there. Yeah.
Yes. I would say so far my bullpen is doing what I needed to do.
Oh, I thought his nickname was Pax. It's Pex. I thought it was Pax. Perfect
Yes.
for a Pax only player.
Right? Speckle.
Oh, Speckle, thank you. Speckle, do you know what you missed last night? Speckle popped in to give Scritches a crouton, but then left. Speckle, do you know what you missed last night? Maybe she left again.
Right? Hit and run.
Scritches have been delivered. Okay, so as we go to the good level, 2 more relief pitchers, 2 catchers, and then the first of 2 second basemen. This is when hopefully you can get some good low ball steals here as we go down to the
to the good level, right?
Good level relief pitchers.
Yes. I'm hoping for red stamina.
Oh.
And there is one.
Ezra Denny, thank you for the raid. Welcome in Raiders. Welcome in Xenocon Raiders. FlyingWV, do you know if you shot anyone on our team tonight?
He didn't take the real threat onto the missions. I didn't get to see FlyingWV on the missions, so yeah.
My character was sitting out too.
Yeah, so I couldn't really bash somebody in the back with my shield, so I tried. It just didn't work.
Ezra, did I hear you saying you're going to another board game convention? And did you say you're going in Dallas?
Yeah, my second squaddy is not a threat. He is not.
But okay, is there a fall one too? Because you recently went to one in Dallas also, right? I mean, relatively recently.
And the answer is Ryan Harwell.
Yeah, Ryan Harwell is tailor made for your squad here.
He is.
Okay, you went to BGG fall in November, and then you're going back for spring, and they're both in Dallas. Cool. I wonder. You sometimes only go to BGG spring. Okay, because I know when Ezra Denny went in the fall.
Careful, you're getting ready.
Oh shoot!
No. Yeah, don't delete Ryan.
I deleted the wrong one. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make 20 until we get one that looks like that guy.
Poor Ryan Harwell.
I know,
he
man.
He got Thanos snapped. There must be a lag because I tried stopping you, but
I tried stopping me too because I realized what I was doing, but I'd already clicked it.
Right.
20.
We'll fix it. It's not.
We'll find one that's close.
Yeah.
The 25 stamina is going to be what's going to be hard to find.
Yeah, but at the good level, maybe not.
Oh, you know what? I think I just made 2 20-star level guys too.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm killing them in batches. I'm killing them 20 at a time.
The other stuff, his FlyingWV kills people routinely. I'm just saying.
Good. These are good level now. Yeah,
he just snapped out of existence 20 people.
Let's sort by stamina.
Yeah,
there's 125. This guy's too good, so let's try again.
He's pretty close to what I had before.
Yeah,
honestly.
but yours was you know what? It trades from HRA for stuff.
Right, exactly.
So if you're okay with this.
Yeah, the control's a little worse. The HRA's a little better. The stuff's a little better.
The stuff's pretty high though, but
we could try one more time, but save him just in case.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's save him and then we'll
save him and try one more time. Yeah. But I'm okay with him if that's the pick.
You know, it's been a while since I did this. I'm kind of proud of myself. All right, let's remember it too. Is Brian Bonilla because he's gonna get
he's gonna get mixed in with all the others. Yeah, he's gonna get mixed in with all the others. Yeah. So
Brian Bonilla. Let's do 25. Yeah. Okay, we got a few more 25s. Okay,
so there's 3 of them we can choose from here.
I feel like Buford maybe is closer to the one that you had earlier.
I agree. Harris is better, but he's better than what I had.
Yeah, so I think Buford's like the fairest choice here.
Buford looks almost exactly like what I had. Yes. Buford
Sorry about
looks almost exactly the same. No, it's okay.
Yeah, I think Harris is too good for low ball. I think Bonilla's too bad.
Harris is
too bad
Harris
for low ball.
Harris is too good. Harris is what you get when you run 25 picks.
Yeah, he's Buford. I think Buford's the fairest replacement here. So thank you for.
Yes. Buford's
almost exactly. Bonilla do?
I think that Buford's almost exactly the same one-to-one.
He is very close.
I was, very similar.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, in the
Good.
interest of fairness to both you and to the field, I think Buford's a good one here.
And now we've got a little bit of Dukes of Hazzard going on, right? Buford's just, or
Oh,
no,
hold
that
on,
was
wait. I think I
Smokey and
think
the Bandit, wasn't it? That was
I
Smokey and
think
the Bandit.
I think the last one. One of these should be. Oh no, was this the first good level? It was the first good level. Okay. Yeah,
Um,
Buford T. Justice was Smokey and the Bandit.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
Smokey and the Bandit, right?
When yeah. That so I
Yes,
watched that again very recently when I was sick. I was watching a bunch of movies and I watched Smokey the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit's awesome.
Man, it is good, but there's a lot of stuff that does not hold up.
Oh no, no, don't be wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It does not. It doesn't hold. It does not hold up anymore.
And oh, and Buford T. Justice's son, Gaylord Justice,
Right, right.
who like Gaylord Perry gets auto modded in our OOTP chats all the time.
Yes. Okay, so.
Yeah, there's the whole part where he says, "There's no way you came from my loins," and then
Yeah.
when I get home, I'm gonna punch your mama in the face. I'm like, man, that could not be said today.
That would get you canceled very fast.
Yes. The mustache does hold up, though. That is true. The mustache does hold
The
up.
mustache holds up. Yes, the mustache holds up.
The other movie that does not hold up at all from that era is The Cannonball Run. It is so funny, but man, it is so like racist and sexist, and it is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, those were different times.
Yes.
To say the least.
Yeah. This is a pretty interesting lowball match here.
Yep, and I know that the answer I'm going with is Juan Cordova.
Yeah, not the worst pitcher, but definitely the worst stamina. So
yes, he's not the worst pitcher.
Staying true to the strategy.
The worst pitcher is
Route. Knew I was going to say Cannonball Run.
Yeah, the worst pitcher is Route, I think. No, maybe not, because he has good home run suppression. They're all kind of similar, just with different.
Ezra Denny, what about the lead singer from Bachman Turner Overdrive? Although I don't think that's a real stutter in Bachman Turner Overdrive. I think that's just for the songs. But yeah. All right, let's see. Cordova. Good level.
Yes. I actually like my bullpen.
Okay, Ollie North confirming Bachman Turner Overdrive, not a real stutter. I was pretty sure about that. All right, let's see how many. Only two. I really jumped the gun on that one. You still have. Oh no, wait, no. I think two is what you have, right? Two good. Yeah. Okay.
I have two good relief pitchers, but I have other players coming. Yes.
So
yes.
I think we should have eight. Do we have eight now?
Yes, that's the bullpen. Yes, 8.
Yeah. Okay. The bullpen is done.
Bullpen is done.
So we go to two.
Catchers.
Good level catchers.
And then I think a second baseman.
Oh, so what I was about to say to Ezra before I messed up your picks is last time when Ezra went to that board game show in Dallas, this is 5 good level catchers. A girl I used to date was going to that too. And so I'm going to find out if she's going to this one too in Dallas. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I knew there was overlap between Bachman Turner Overdrive and Guess Who. I didn't know who it was. Guess Who? No Sugar Tonight. That's the Guess Who song that I like.
It's Ben Dodds.
Yeah, Ben Dodds. I thought pretty clear. I didn't know how you'd feel about the defense though, but I thought he's clearly the worst bat.
Oh yeah,
he wrote No Sugar Tonight. Awesome.
Yeah, he's the pick. Yeah.
Like American Woman is the Guess Who's big hit, right? But like No Sugar Tonight, I think is my favorite song of theirs. I think it's such a good song. Or it might not be the song. It might just be the hook that I like. But all right, I think one. Okay, so keep this guy in mind because we're about to generate another catcher right away.
Right.
And they'll be the same level, so they'll definitely be competing.
Yes.
Catcher. Average. Good. think both the gloves and the bats are better this round. I mean,
They
better
are
by regular standards, worse for
right. Worse for
low
low
ball.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Um.
trying to understand why Greg Lung is only 2.5 stars. That looks like a pretty good profile. Maybe it's just the power.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm. I have to look at these. Actually, where's the contact? It's too much power.
Oh, well, Find W
Contact.
decides. Speaking of movies that don't hold up, so Revenge of the Nerds, Ogre died recently. One of my friends sent me an article. The Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds had died, and in the headline it says actor. What was his name? It's something Gibb, because I remember thinking like it's the same as the Bee Gees brothers. Donald Gibb, thank you, Ollie North. And I was like, how do you write this headline and not mention Ogre? No one knows him as Donald Gibb. No one I know knows him as Donald Gibb. But if they had put like Ogre, then we would all be like, oh, Ogre, rip.
Oh man.
But yeah, so Donald Gibb died, and then recently one of the nerds died too. Was it Carradine? Robert Carradine, I think, died. So we're losing Revenge of the Nerd stars.
It's unfortunately it's Greg Lung.
Yeah, I guess I mean, O'Hanlon also, I guess, but he's got too much power. I think Greg Lung's probably the best choice here.
Right. And they're going to platoon him because he's a lefty and
Yeah.
the others are righty. Yeah.
At least the platoon though gets that other guy into the lineup, because the other guy is, I think, much worse.
Yeah, the other guy's got a worse bat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think here the platoon might actually help you. We
Right.
still got Goose, says Holly North. So I was talking to one of my friends. I was like, yeah, like about the whole thing about like I've never heard of Donald Gibb, but everyone knows who Ogre is. And then he was like, yeah, I wonder if they'll do that for when Booger dies.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also only know him as Booger, except he
Right.
was in Moonlighting, but I don't know
And
how many people actually remember Moonlighting.
wasn't he in Police Academy as well?
Oh, Booger?
I think so for some reason.
Oh, I don't know. I
Maybe
mean,
I'm misremembering.
maybe in one of the later installments.
Yeah, maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, maybe there was just a character that was like him.
All right, this is your second catcher. All right, now we have your last good level pick is the second baseman.
Right. Let's see if my plan comes to fruition.
Yeah, it's always risky splitting them between
Yeah.
levels. Oh yeah, so Nerd has to fight. Are you maybe thinking of Bobcat? Bobcat
Bobcat.
Goldthwait?
I'm thinking of Bobcat. Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking of. Exactly, nerd. Exactly. Bobcat. Well.
The names here are pretty awesome though.
Yeah.
Sabrui Afanasian, Jeremy Cushy, Mickey Frymoyer. I think the top three have great names.
Yeah. Right. And you know what? It didn't do what I wanted it to do, but we're going with Shribahi Efesanyas, whatever his name is. The first guy. The first guy.
Yeah.
The
Are
first
you
guy.
hoping his bad defense keeps him off the field?
Yes.
Because all these bats are pretty good.
That's the problem. All the bats
Yeah.
are good.
Yeah.
So I may as well go with weak defender and hope that that plays
Yeah.
against his starting.
No, I think that's a pretty decent approach. And Rios is an even worse defender, but his bat's even better. So I think
Exactly. And if they start him, I'm screwed.
yeah, and also
Yeah.
Sir Bowie is a pretty awesome name. So
Yes, exactly.
go Sir Bowie. His name is so good they didn't give him a nickname.
Yep. Efenasian. Sir Bowie, like, can you buy a vowel?
Yeah. This isn't. This one threw me off. The first string of consonants is a little long.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, average. The Orioles. Okay, so now we're going down another level. We do get another second baseman right away, and then the entire rotation is coming at the average level.
Right.
And if you're gonna do it higher, average I think is the spot because it's the biggest drop off has been from good to average.
Yes,
So
I
you're
was
taking
afraid to. I was afraid to put any starting pitchers at the good level.
yeah, I think you're taking advantage of that drop off.
Hmm.
So at least you get that.
I I don't want to say what kind of did was a little a bit of a misstep, but he did take one starting pitcher at the good level, which I thought was harsh for his strategy.
Yeah, yeah. Good is just I think too good.
Too good. Yes, too
it's
good.
the biggest level gap I think has been good and average.
Hmm.
And he did say when he does it again, he's going to take his catchers at the good level instead of the legend
Yes.
level. And
Right.
I think
Right.
that right there is going to take 6 wins away. So I think all of a
I'll be
sudden he's in contention.
I'll be honest. I had the benefit of learning from his run because the legend
Oh
catchers were
yeah,
just too much.
it was
Yeah.
really informative. His run last night
Yes.
was really informative.
Yes. The legend catchers were just too much bad. That's all.
All right, I think there's
Oh,
some good ones in here.
okay. Yeah. 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 You know who I think I'm going to go with? it's it's tough, uh, but I think let me look at the controls. I gotta pay close. Yes, my answer is Willie Hernandez.
Okay, yeah, for me it wasn't an instant take. I would have had a hard time deciding between Drake and Hernandez, but I think ultimately
I
I
was
would have
looking.
gone
Yes, I
Hernandez
was
too.
looking. I was looking between the two of them, but the
Yeah.
problem is Drake has a little more contact. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that contact a little here. This flatter profile I think I like better, so I'm with you on
Yeah.
Hernandez.
It's and they both have a legitimate chance to start. They're about the same level of defense. So I hope this guy starts because he has a worse bat.
Yes, yeah. So this is a first pick at average level.
And I figure, worst case, if they make him my DH, I'm not too sad about it. So.
Yeah, because that's a pretty weak bat for a DH, I would say. All right, so
Right.
then we have all of our starting pitchers here, so this should be
Yes.
fun.
This should be fun.
The good thing too is then you get to take your first baseman to bench level, which is nice.
Right. Actually, I think my first baseman might be at the scrub level.
No, I because I just looked and it's the first pick at bench.
I had put him at scrub level, but then I realized there was only 4 scrubs.
Yeah, because then you'd have to
So I
split your
changed it.
shortstops or center
Yeah.
fielders. Yeah.
So I changed him after the fact. Yes, he was planned to be a scrub, but for some reason I thought there was 5 scrubs, and I'm like, no, that's
Oh,
only
this
7
guy can
players.
actually
That doesn't.
hit. Tony Mendieta can
Oh,
hit a little bit.
oh wow, yeah, yeah, he can hit. Okay, well this
But
doesn't work well
stamina's
for
are a
my
bit high.
strat. Yeah, this doesn't. Um,
You do have the reroll.
I do have the reroll, but honestly,
It might be risky though, using it just to try to get stamina.
right? That yeah, I think that Tony Mendetta is pretty good.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
in, actually, no. Hang on a second.
All right.
Hang on a second. Uh, yeah, it's. Do you want 5? Yeah, Tony Mendetta.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go to the 70 stamina.
Of the lowest stamina guys, yeah, I agree. I like this guy out of this group. He does.
Yeah,
None of these guys fit your approach, but I
profile.
think he's the best
Yeah,
low ball pitcher here.
yeah. None of them fit my approach, but that's the problem. That's the problem you have with generating the average level. They're going to be a little bit better than when I get my starters at scrub level
Yeah,
normally.
like the whole group moves down, but what you don't get is as many of those outliers that are good or
Right,
bad.
right, right.
And yeah, so it might be a little tougher for low ball.
Yeah, we'll have fun either way.
But in general, like these are nice crappy pitchers.
Right, right. Okay. Well, Justin Tyrell.
Okay, going with the slightly higher stamina, but offset by the much worse control.
Yes. We're swerving a little bit on the strategy.
Yeah, but I like the adjustment though, because I think control and stamina kind of go hand in hand. Yeah, I
Right.
was looking at the Stotsberries and made me want to try a Stotsberry. There's a guy in
Yeah.
there named Stotsberry.
Oh man, I missed it. And the Stotsberries taste like Stotsberries.
He was too good to take for lowball though, so I mean, he
Okay.
shouldn't have been the consideration. But his name was awesome.
The name was Chef Kiss, but the talent was too much.
Yeah, yeah, Stotsberry.
Stotsberry.
Okay, 5 of these. Oh, the stamina suck.
Yes. I'll be honest. This actually plays into what I was thinking of doing, anyways. Because I wanted to do my pitcher fatigue strategy,
Yeah.
but I thought about taking really crappy starters that had high stamina so they could stay in the game longer and pitch poorly.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
did
Fair.
I did consider that, and the pools are just kind of making me have to do that.
Yeah.
So let's see. It is Zach Harding.
Yeah. I think he's clearly the worst pitcher here.
So we're not going to have fun all position players pitching, but it is what it is.
All right. I think this is a good low ball pitcher, especially if you don't care about the stamina. This is a good low ball
Right.
pitcher.
Yeah, I had that thought after I had that thought that I was going to go with the high stamina starters, low stamina relievers, and try to have the starter stay in longer and pitch poorly longer. I did have that thought, which is more of the traditional low ball strategy.
Yeah. Let's see. There's your second baseman. Let's wait. Average. 1, 2, 3. So two more.
Mm,
Two more starting
yes,
pitchers.
two more starting pitchers. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, let's see.
All these guys are like right on the edge. I don't know if they're good or bad enough.
Right.
Like they're clearly not good, but I don't know if they're bad enough. We gotta wait to see how they sim. I just don't know.
And I am going with Jason Delario.
Okay. Yeah, all these guys are pretty close, but I do think he might be the worst one of the bunch. And he has the lowest stamina too, or yeah, one of the lower staminas.
One of the lower staminas, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a case where my starters are in for a long time, but they are crappy while being in for a long time.
Yeah, and it's really going to matter where within that 40 or 45 bucket they actually are.
Yes, right. If they're high end, then they're going to be good. If they're low end, it's not. Yeah.
Because all these guys are like running the cusp of being decent or bad.
Mm-hmm. Is this my last starter? I think it is my last starter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grizzly, thank you for your scriptures for Crouton. Go ahead and deliver those. Hey, buddy, see Grizzly scriptures for you. All right, they've been delivered.
I mean, yeah, we're going way off the rails now. I guess it's Dustin Nibis.
Okay.
Actually, hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Okay.
No. Cesar Reyes.
Cesar Reyes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cesar Reyes. I'm gonna go with the lower stuff and a really crappy hold.
Okay. All right. I thought you might go Chamorro. You go back to your original, But you had already changed strategy, so I think you stuck to your
Yeah.
revised
Right.
strategy.
Right. Yeah. If I had 5 rerolls, I could have stuck with my original strategy, but I don't have 5 rerolls.
All right, so we're done with the average level. Again, I don't think we're going to know how that round went until they start to pitch.
Right, yeah, like it's going to be one of those things. Like I could win the World Series, or I might lose 30 games, win 30 games. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you didn't have to take a clearly good pitcher, which is good, but I don't know how bad they'll be until they actually go. All right, so
Yeah.
with the bench level, you got all corners, first and third, and then 2 lefts and a right.
Yes.
All right. This lineup, I think, could be really good for low ball because all these picks
Right.
are so low. All right,
Yes.
bench level first baseman.
And I still have my reroll too.
Yeah.
Bench little first baseman.
No eye. Defense is all over the place. Power is kind
Yeah.
of all over the place.
Yeah. Well, the answer is Mike Modica, I think.
Sure.
But hang on a second. Let me look
Yeah.
a little bit closer. Let me look a little bit closer. Um, I do I want 35 contact and 55 power, or 40 power and 55 contact? Oh, give me Jonathan Leah. I think Jonathan Leah will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got 70 defense, but he's a first baseman. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can see going with Jonathan. I was a Modica guy, but
Yeah, that was my first thought was Modica, but
all right. And then we have third base. Getting the corner infielders here.
okay. Well, it's Dave Hernandez.
Yeah, he was an instant pick for me in this group.
Yeah, yeah. It's Dave. He can't feel, but he can't hit. So
Yeah,
that redeems.
I don't know why he's even in the bench level. I don't know what this guy's doing
Right,
here.
right.
This guy's amazing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's probably going to be on the bench because I
At
think I have
third
a second
base?
third baseman. Yeah, because I think I have another third baseman, don't I? I think I
No,
picked
no.
two
But
third.
if one of your
Oh,
second basemen can play third, then he might be on the bench.
oh, I took two left fielders. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, good. Hopefully he starts because he deserves to.
Five bench level left fielders incoming.
Uh-huh. Okay, well. Uh, Terry Junger.
Yeah, this is another instant pick for me too. The only concern
Yeah,
is he bats lefty, so they might end up with the
right.
platoon. But
Might
this
end up with the
guy's also
platoon. Yeah,
pretty bad.
yeah, yes.
All right, so keep this left-handed hitting left fielder in mind because we're gonna do another left fielder right away.
Right. I wouldn't mind 15 choices, but okay. well, okay, I know my answer, and it is Pat Nelson.
Pat Nelson? Okay. Yeah, I
Well,
would have
hang
been
on a
torn.
second. Hang
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
second. Hang on. Yeah, hang on a second. Maybe it's not Nelson. It's not Nelson. You're right. It's the speedy Roberto Gonzalez, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I would have been torn between Gonzalez and Nelson. I think either
Yeah,
of them would have been good here.
yeah, they both would be good, but that 55 BABIP scares me.
Yeah, the third 40 avoid K 35 BABIP is pretty bad. And actually, you only gain 5 power for
My
that. So
power. Yeah,
I think
right.
Gonzalez
Exactly.
is the choice here. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Because yeah, I only gained 5 power. Right. And he's a worse defender. Not that it matters in left field. I think he could play first base. Darn. They could start him at first base if they want to. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
they'll
be.
be. I don't know how you decide between the first base and the left fielder who's going to play first base. They're both terrible. That was your second left fielder, right? We did both of them.
That was the second one, and they're
Okay,
both
so then
left-handed, so I
yeah,
avoided the
and
platoon.
then right field is the next one.
Yes,
This
yes.
will be the last pick of the bench level.
And then we get the really fun shortstop, center
Yeah.
field scrub.
Lots of yellow over there.
It's a shame Ezra Denny's not around because he's going to see the Ezra Denny special here in a second. Okay, well, you know, it kind of hurts. I want to take Omar Solomon, but he's actually got a strong arm, and in a right fielder that kind of sucks. But it's Omar Solomon.
Yeah, I think Omar Solomon. I don't care about the arm at this point.
Right,
I
right,
want
yeah,
this bat. In fact, I
yeah,
like the arm because then maybe this bat gets in the lineup.
right. That 35 power is going to be divine.
Yeah. I like Omar Solomon a lot as a low ball player.
Yeah. Anytime you see all yellows and orange, it's pretty good. He can play first base too. Sort of. He can stand at first base.
All these guys, though, I don't mind them playing in a second position to get in the lineup. Like,
Right,
put them in the
right,
lineup by all means,
yeah, exactly.
computer.
Yeah, exactly. That helps me. Yeah.
All right, now we go down the scrub level, like you were saying earlier. 2 shortstops, 2 center fielders. This should be fun.
Right. Oh yes, and I get a reroll still. So if I don't like what I see, I can try again.
That's right.
And it's the scrub level, so it should help. I should have a bad choice at the scrub level, even with a reroll. Let's see if I can find my unicorn.
Those BABIPs, oh my goodness.
Jeez. Well, you know who it is. It's Bill Messias.
Yeah, how can it not be? 35 defense, 25 BABIP, 25 power. This guy is a low ball, custom made low ball player.
He's not going to strike out. He's got that going for him.
He plays second and short, just terrible.
Just terrible, right?
Terrible all around player. Great low ball player.
Yes. I love Bill. This is where it's fun taking these at the scrub level.
I think it's just scrub level Joe, because even when people are taking starting pitchers at scrub level is fun. So
yes.
It's just being down here is the good time.
Scrub level is the funnest part of low ball picking. Yeah.
Keep that guy. I don't think there's any way that guy starts. There's no way you get a shortstop that's worse than that guy. There's no way. I don't think it's possible. I mean, to be fair though, you only need 1 out of the 5, but I mean, that guy is so bad.
In the immortal words, hold my beer.
Yeah. I mean, the defenses are pretty bad here, but I don't think there's a bat as bad as him in this group.
Yeah, we're going to use the reroll.
Whoa! All right. I mean, the other thing though about that bad shortstop is he's so bad. Whoever you take here is going to start.
Right, exactly, exactly. And yeah, I'd like a reroll. I'd like to have a better chance at that BABIP power combination again. It's not likely, but it's a chance. Here's hoping it works out.
Oh. Oh.
Hey,
there's no 25-25, but there is a 30-20.
Yes, and he's got strong defense.
Which means he might start.
It's Victor Marin. Yeah, it's
Victor Marin might start with the 30 BABIP 20 power. That's awesome. That is awesome.
So that reroll was worth it.
Yeah, that was pretty good. This is probably your starting shortstop. It's just
Yes,
he's bad.
he's bad.
All right, and then 2 scrub center fielders.
Yes. Let's try that Ezra Denny special. Well, um, I don't have to look that closely. It's Brian Vargas.
Brian.
Or is it Efrain?
Efrain Vargas. Yeah,
Efrain Vargas. Yeah.
35 BABIP, 25 power, and 30 defense.
Yes, it's Efrain. It's Efrain Vargas. Yeah, it's Efrain.
Amazing.
Good old Efrain. Andy Dufresne.
Look at this guy. He can't do anything.
Right?
Wow. Yeah, Dufresne Vargas.
Dufresne Vargas. Yeah. Oh man.
These guys can't. These last 4 picks can't do anything, but they're gonna have 2 of them are gonna have to start probably.
They're going to have to put him in the lineup. I hope.
Last pick, center fielder.
Yeah.
Scrub level.
Here's for finishing strong. Oh. You know, that 25 defense is appetizing, but it's Tommy Die.
Yeah, it doesn't hold a candle to 25 BABIP, 25 power. That's just crazy.
Right. And he's going to start because he's got a defense.
I think he might be the starting center fielder, right? Unless one of your I don't think your corner outfielders had center field, though, did they?
I don't think so.
And this guy's 50 center field. That's actually really good. I mean, especially for this level.
Right?
Wow.
This is going to be exercise.
That scrub round was outstanding. Okay, do you want to do pitching staff, batting orders, or strategy first?
I guess pitching staff first.
Okay. Okay, we're going to take off this follower. We're not going to let it do follower.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to take off these openers too.
Yeah.
Okay. So it went Mendieta is your number 1. Wow, that's your number 1. And then Reyes is your number 5.
Okay.
It actually doesn't look that different at all.
Yeah, they're all very similar, honestly.
All right, which rotation mode do you want?
Where's Tyrell in the lineup? He's 4, isn't he?
Tyrell's number 4, yeah.
You know, I kind of lean towards start highest rested.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do think start highest rested gives you the best chance of like something happening with like a double header and then not having enough rested starters. So I think that's good.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and then let's go to your batting lineup or
batting lineup.
Okay, let's check the position coverage first.
Yeah.
Tons of first basemen.
Yeah, I've got a lot of
I think that guy's gonna. I think Tommy Dye's gonna be your starting center field because Greg Lund can play some second center field, but not well. And it's between Vargas and Dye. I think the computer starts to 50 defense, but we'll see.
Yeah. And I think.
Oh wait, I didn't label Macias, but he's definitely scrub.
Yeah, he's a scrub, and I think that one of the scrub shortstops will start as well because they have 50 defense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So let's keep an eye on Victor Marin and Tommy Dye.
Yes, Victor Marin and Tommy Dye. Yes. Okay.
Tommy center field is it's Vargas. Vargas got the start.
Oh.
I mean, the benefit there is you have a 30 center fielder. And then at shortstop, it went with Willie Hernandez.
Oh, Willie
He was
Hernandez.
your second baseman, but
Second
he's
baseman.
playing shortstop.
Well, that's weird. Who's playing second base?
He's a 30 at shortstop.
Yeah, because I only had one second baseman, didn't I?
Yeah,
Or no,
you
I
took
had two.
you
I
split
took
the
two.
levels.
I did good and average. You're right.
Yeah.
So they put they put him in it. Okay, fine. So they stuck a little bit of better batting in, but how much speed do I have? Not a lot. Not a whole lot. Hmm. What strategy gives me the longest the longest hooks on the starting pitchers?
I think it's what's it called? Tactician.
Tactician. Yeah, let's go tactician.
This one has the
That
longest starter hooks. The
that's what
slowest
I was
starter
thinking.
hooks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well as
Okay.
tactician. Yeah, let's go
All right.
tactician. So
All
yeah,
right. I think we're good to go then.
yeah,
Is there anything we forgot to do? We did do rotation mode. Yeah.
yeah. We did rotation mode. We everything's set. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you again for the tier 3 sub that gets you
Uh-huh.
2 games per month, plus the channel point
Yes.
redemptions that you've been redeeming.
Yes.
This will be a fun one. Looking forward to seeing how this goes.
Yeah, this could go World Series win, or I could be the worst team in the majors. It's hard to
Could you
say.
imagine a lowball team making it to the World
World Series, right?
Series? Total backfire. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, we're hoping for the best of your approach and Kai's approach. It could be the worst of both approaches. We don't know.
Right.
We'll have to
We
see.
don't know. We don't. I shall
Yeah.
see you on the other side.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Always fun having our players in. Especially fun having Flying WV. Again, I don't know which way this is gonna go, but it was a fun player creation. All right. Let's see. How are we coming on the pack giveaway? Let me take a look at that. Okay, yeah. I mean, we usually don't have very many this early. Nerve Anarchy, of course, getting in early. So let me save this. We don't lose it. And let me see where we are on the ad breaks. We just had one fairly recently, but it should be enough time since then to run one. So let's go ahead and take 3 minutes. I'm going to refill my water and stuff, and then that'll give everyone time to fill out their forms, and it'll make sure we don't get interrupted during the sim. So, good luck, everybody. I will run this ads, and I'll see you all in a few minutes. All right, we are back from the ad break. Papa Sump raided in while we're on the BRB. I hope you're still there. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. I didn't even know you streamed, so welcome in. I just know Papa Sump from Baffles community. That's awesome. What were you streaming tonight? We're checking on the pack. Oh, good. We got a bunch of entries in. For any of the Raiders who play the perfect team part of Out of the Park Baseball, there is a pack giveaway form pinned to the chat. We're guessing how FlyingWV's Creator Roster team is going to do. We're playing low ball, so we're trying to have the worst team possible tonight. First stream in like 2 years. Oh, well, welcome back to streaming. You accidentally hit start stream instead of start recording is amazing. Alright, MLB The Show. Alright, so baseball related. Awesome. That's funny. Yeah, I started streaming because I just wanted VODs of the Sims I was doing. Also because I didn't realize, I mean I know now, but I didn't realize at the time that you could just record in OBS. You didn't have to broadcast. Although I actually prefer, I still don't record my streams because I prefer to just do it in Twitch and then export to YouTube so that I don't have to store that stuff on my side. It just gets stored on the cloud. All right, is anyone still working on their pack giveaway form? Please let me know because I'm gonna do some formatting here, but otherwise I'm gonna close the form here shortly so that we can start the sim. I'm looking forward to this one. I think this team could go either way. It's a new kind of build, inspired by Kynan 360's run last night, and even after watching the players get created and seeing their profiles, it could still be a 55 win team or a 75 win team. I don't know which way this is going to go. Maybe 50-70, probably. I think because the record right now is 54 wins. The lowest win total is 54 wins. All right, I'm not hearing anyone chat asking me to leave the form open, so we're going to go ahead and close it here. Oh, we got another one in at the last second, I think. It is closed now, but if you are hitting submit, I will reopen it if you ask before I show the guesses. But once I show the guesses, that's it. I can't reopen the form. All right, let's see. Here are the guesses tonight. Again, we're trying to build the worst team possible. All right. Wow. Of the 6 of you participating, only one thinks this will be the worst record in the majors. And to be fair, the Rockies still exist. They're in the other league. Very likely they will have the worst record in the majors. So yeah, a lot more confidence this will be the worst team in the AL. 2/3 of you think it'll be the worst team in the AL. I guess the competition here lately has been in 2025 Sims, has been the Angels. Surprisingly, not the White Sox. The White Sox actually play very well in OOTP27. Almost all of you think they'll be worse than the division in the AL East. Let's see. Let me take a quick look. Who has simmed poorly in the AL East? I mean, I don't know who's going to give them a run for their money for bottom of the AL East. I think it's Baltimore. I think they're going to have it. And of course, no one thinks this team will make the playoffs or win the division. And then we'll look at the other guesses after the sim. All right, right, so let me save this as a quick start. Forgot to do that. Low ball OOTP27, FlyingWV version 6. All right, so we will sim an opening day. That's when the preseason predictions become available. You see up here it says generating MLB season predictions. All right, let's take a look. MLB reports and info, preseason predictions. All right, 62 wins. That is within RNG range of the 54 low record. It is also within RNG range of 70 wins, I think. Successfully took down the run total to 626. But the runs against, not, I think, maybe not high enough at 849. We'll have to see. Yeah, all the ERAs across the league are actually pretty low, except the Athletics and the Angels. The walks are up, but maybe not enough. The 495, yeah. I mean, FlyingWV is used to giving up 1,200 runs, so this is a big drop off. But the 626 runs, this is right down there with. Let's take a look. So if this prediction holds, you would actually beat Kynan's record for fewest runs scored. Yeah, the Guardians at 62 wins projected have very similar offense defense numbers. Let's actually take a look how the Rockies are being projected here. 46 wins. More runs, but a lot more runs against. They're almost like a typical FlyingWV runs against total. 5.94. I mean, this looks like a lowball team. So bad. They're not playing lowball, but they are. Alright. Let's go to opening day. We'll skip the Tokyo series. So your opening day will be March 27th. Cubs and Dodgers split this Tokyo series 1-1. And opening day will be against the Blue Jays in Toronto. YW says, I moved to change this version to create a Rockies. Alright, let's do this. Alright, Toronto is up in the bottom of the second. So far, no runs scored in the game. 1 out, runners on first and second. 1-2 count to Miles Straw. And Miles Straw goes down swinging. Bottom of the third, runner on first. Is a 2-2 count. Line drive into right center field. That's going to be trouble. It is a slow roller to the wall. Oh, I don't know why the runner stopped at first. That ball was still rolling. No one had even touched it. Oh. I'm disappointed in that. First and third, still no outs for George Springer. And this is why it matters. The ground ball, the double play. Man, the run does score, but that should have been second and third. I'm really disappointed in that. Probably because of the fielder's arm? Maybe. A bunt. Are you playing small ball? Wait, what mode did you... No. Tactician. Tactician is bunting. That's awesome. Waste those outs. Waste those outs for FlyingWV. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Fly ball to right field. Oh, it's going to drop in. It drops in. Do they send the runner? They hold the runner. They hold the runner. Good job. First and third. Spruhy. Oh no. Spruhy. No. Oh. That's not what we want. That's the good level second baseman. All right, Toronto now trailing by 2. A 1-2 count in the bottom of the 5th. Line drive in the right field corner. It drops in. Ooh, the right fielder cut it off, though. It's going to hold him to a long single. Barger is up with a full count. Ground ball to first. Unassisted. So the runner does advance. 2 outs and a full count to Vlad Jr. Ground ball to short. Over to first. Oh, the rainbow throw is not going to be in time. Vlad Jr. beats out the infield hit. He's now on second for Kirk with a 1-2 count and 2 outs. Ground ball to short. The throw. Oh, another rainbow throw. It doesn't beat it out. He does beat it out. It's first and third. A run has scored and an 0-1 count to Clement. Fly ball to left. Oh, it's going to stay in the park. Dang it, that was close. All right, it is now a 1-run game. Top of the 7th. The low ball team is up. Runners on first and second. Gets him swinging. Nice. 1 out. That's a big out because now a double play can end the inning. The runner's going to third. Oh my goodness, the slow throw. I mean, can we look at how much he winds up on this throw? Oh, painful to watch. All right, first and third with 1 out, full count. Gets him swinging, a big strikeout. Oh no, it's Spruhy again. Spruhy hit the 3-run shot that put the Orioles on top. Oh no, that big bounce means it's a base hit. We learned that from Ezra Denny. Okay, every time in OTP you see a ground ball do this, that big bounce right there, infield hit. Ezra Denny taught us that. All right, it's now 4-2. Toronto up in the bottom of the 7th, trailing by 2. Bichette leading off with a 1-0 count. Blooper in the right field, that's a leadoff single. Nicely done. That brings up Barger with a 2-1 count. Line shot in the right. That's going to drop in. The runner had to check up, though, to make sure it was in. So it'll be first and second. That brings up George Springer. First and second with a 3-1 count. Grounds it to short. The throw to second, the relay, double play. That's a brutal rally killer. Okay, Vlad Jr., 2 outs, runner on third. Ground ball to short, and that's going to do it. Ah, what a wasted rally. All right, bottom of the 8th, full count to Kirk. Line drive into center field. Even Kirk can beat this one out. And that's a leadoff single. Kirk's now at second, which is nice because it takes the double play away. Clement up with a 2-2 count. Fly ball to center. Oh, Kirk is tagging up and going to third. Wow. Ah, all right. David Schneider. Infield is in. Line shot to center field. Why is the infield in? You're up by 2. That run is not that important. What? I mean, it's the low ball team, so I'm glad they're messing up, but why is the infield in? That's crazy. All right, Miles Straw now up with a runner on first. 1 out in an 0-2 count. Ground ball to third. The throw to first is in time, but the runner advances to second. So now in scoring position for Tyler Heineman. 2 outs in an 0-2 count. Fly ball to left, and that is going to end the inning. All right, bottom of the 9th, down by 1. Bo Bichette leading things off. 0-1 count. Line shot into the right field corner. Right fielder does cut it off, though, so it's going to hold him to a single. Barger up with an 0-2 count. Goes down looking. Better than a double play, though. We'll take it. All right, 1 out and a 1-2 count for George Springer. The snap throw to first. Oh, gets away from the first baseman. So it's not going to be runner in scoring position, and the double play is gone. Springer with a full count. Draws the walk. First and second, 1 out, 0-2 count to Vlad Jr. Line drive in a left field. I don't think he'll score a run because the lead runner had to hold to make sure the shortstop didn't snag it, but it is now bases loaded with 1 out for Kirk. The infield is in. Fly ball to center. That should be enough to tie the game. Runner's going. Throws cut off. So we have a tie game. 2 outs and a full count to Clement. It's outside. Bases loaded. Davis Schneider. Oh, that's going to be a base hit in the corner. And they're going to win it. Congratulations, FlyingWV losing the first game of the season in low ball. Always a good way to start. Man, that was worried after that 3-run shot by Suburhi, but... Alright, let's sim March and April. Oh, Suburhi even wins Player of the Week. Alright, 1 and 4 head into April. That's a good sign. Eight and 22. 6-game home run streak by Spurry. Holy cow. What is this guy doing? Does he not realize we're playing low ball? Ripley the Oriole, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh, did the Pirates win another World Series? Ripley doing a multi-season Pirate save. My favorite thing that Ripley the Oriole does is when he does these multi-season saves is he builds up a team into like a juggernaut, but then instead of just starting over, he takes over another team. So he has to deal with the monster he built, which I think is fun. Aaron Judge, 2 times World Series winner with Pittsburgh. That's awesome. Who was the World Series MVP? So over here we've got FlyingWV playing low ball creator roster where we use the player creation engine to try to build the worst team in baseball, and he is doing it right now. His Orioles are 8 and 23. Only 1 win behind the Los Angeles Angels, though. And usually the monster in low ball is the Rockies, but they are 14 and 16 so far today. All right, let's. I gotta check in on that 6-game home run streak. What the heck is that? You don't expect that from a low ball player, but he's got 7 home runs and he's hitting .287. Let's look at his game log. Oh, it happened right at the beginning of the month. Okay, starting the season, he hit 6 home runs in 6 games to start the season. His OPS was 17-17 after the first 6 games. Connor Griffin had a 13.5 WAR season, 1,200 OPS. I mean, 1,200 OPS sounds good until you look at Suburhi Afanasian, who was created at the good level, and he's got a 17-17 OPS. So, you know, Connor Griffin, I guess, is okay, but let's go back to the standings view. And let's run the month of May. I mean, the wins keep slowly coming along, but you're still behind the Rockies, still behind the Pirates, still behind the Nationals, tied with the Angels for wins, but you have one more loss. So that I think that still puts you in a favorable position against them. But yeah, it's tightening up now at the bottom of each of these divisions. The Orioles are now no longer way behind everybody. Oh, was Survey from Norwich? Let me see. Yeah, I like nicely observed by Ripley the Oriole. Yeah, they're on a 6 game winning streak. That is not the low ball way here. All right, we're in the month of June. Keeping pace with the Rockies. The Rockies with 25 wins have now finally fallen behind the Orioles. Otherwise, the Orioles are the worst team in baseball. 27 wins. These are the only two teams with below 30 wins right now, the Rockies and the Orioles. Normalized calling Mike Trout the Millville Meteor. All right, well, let's sim to the All Star break. Let's make sure no one's on the leaderboard. Yep, nice and clear. J Ram the Cleveland Steamer. All right, let's sim to the All Star break. Ooh, the Rockies have caught up, and it's neck and neck. 30 wins each, Orioles and Rockies, for the worst in the majors. Second or third worst behind them is the Nationals with 36 wins. All right, let's play one more game to get to the All Star break. It is a win for the Orioles, and it's a win for the Rockies, so 31 wins each. All right, let's see how the All Star voting is going. Okay, we're looking for Orioles today. All right, no one in the top 3 in any position. I don't think I've seen that before. We don't track it, but I don't think I've seen that in any lowball run. That's impressive. Now, we know the computer's not good at voting for creative players, so let's take a look and see if any pitchers should have been are getting snubbed here. Wow, Tony Mendieta, your ace is 1 in 13. The AI put him in as the number 1 starter. He's 1 in 13. Outstanding. Your closer, Adam Harris. Ooh, he does have a 1.78 ERA. He might be your all-star. I'm a little worried that Arturo Lopez, with a 1.64 ERA, you might have 2 all-stars. But his whip is significantly higher with a 1.43. So I think they'll take Harris as your 1 representative, but we'll see. Yeah, Ripley, we've become highly aware of nicknames because when we create players and we see one that's like either super long, like what was the? Does anyone remember the really long one from last night? Oh, I was it Kennett Square? Something Kennett Square. It's right along the lines of what Ripley's talking about. Yeah, Herb Pennock, who pitched from 1912 to 1934, was the Knight of Kennett Square. That was his nickname. So I think that's the kind of nickname you're talking about, right? Like the old time super long nicknames. All right, so I think those are the 2 most likely all stars from this squad. But really impressive not having anyone in the top 3 vote getters here. That's really cool. All right, so who was actually selected? Let's see. Oh, they didn't take anyone from the bullpen. That's shocking. Oh, they took Sruhi. He does have 14 home runs at second base, I guess. I mean, I think either one of those relievers would have been more impressive, but he's got to be the only All Star, right? Yeah, he is the only All Star, so that's one of the hurdles to getting the low ball award cycle was just the one All Star. So that part's done. The exception adding skis to the end of guys with funny last name Dylan Dingler will turn the Dingle skis. All right, so one All Star. Let's go watch the home run challenge. Hopefully, we don't have anyone in this. Yep, good. No one in the All Star challenge. Soto, Carpenter, Otani, and Schwarber in round 2. Soto and Otani in the final. Wow, Soto takes it over Shohei. Ripley nicknames him every save and every time chat goes, please don't call me that. Silence Dingle skis. Alright, let's go to the All-Star game itself. The NL wins 10-3. Let's see how our lone All-Star did. He got in as a pinch hitter and went 0-1 with a walk. Alright, so at the break, 31-64. Again, tied in wins with the Rockies. The Rockies do have one more loss in the loss column, so they do have that advantage, that low ball advantage. All right, let's finish the month of July. Yeah, keeping pace with the Rockies. A phrase you'll only hear in low ball. 36 wins for the Rockies, 37 wins for the Orioles. Got to keep an eye on the Nationals, though. The Nationals only have 40 wins, and the White Sox actually simming pretty poorly compared to usual. OOTP27 usually much kinder to the White Sox, but they are simming pretty poorly today. So 2 things at play here. FlyingWV trying to get the 54-win low ball record, but also trying to have the worst record in the majors, along with the Rockies there. Yeah, usually the Angels are the low ball class of the AL, but they have 45 wins so far tonight. Okay, it's later than usual, but the owner has switched to rebuilding mode. Oh, and here it is. Here it comes. It's hard to stay with the Rockies the whole cycle. We've just pulled 3 wins ahead now. Yeah, the Rockies stalled at 40 wins for a while, and I think that gap might now persist for the rest of the season. 4 wins ahead of the Rockies, 49-88. But and also now 1 win ahead of the White Sox. The White Sox have fallen apart. Yeah. So now the AL low ball title is at risk here. We're going to go a week at a time because it is kind of close here on several fronts. 51-92, 1 win ahead of the White Sox, and now 5 wins ahead of the Rockies. All right, we've now tied the low ball record of 54 wins and still 1 win ahead of the White Sox, and now 6 wins ahead of the Rockies. All right, still in contention for second place. Second place is 57 wins. We're at 56. We're now 1 win behind the White Sox, so we are headed for the worst record in the AL. 6 wins behind the Rockies, and we are just running out of days. We don't have enough games for the Rockies to pull ahead of us. All right, we're now in third place with 58 wins, on the leaderboard, but we're still 1 win behind the White Sox, so still in possession for the worst record in the AL, and now 7 wins ahead of the Rockies. The Nationals also lurking there with 62 wins. All right, we're gonna now sim to the end of the regular season, which is in 2 days. Oh no, we're tied with the White Sox, 59 and 103. We're not going to get the worst record in the major because the Rockies have 51 wins. All right, let's finish today. Actually, so we, even though we're tied, we do have the worst record in the AL, so that is going to be a yes. I was intentional on how I worded that question. Yeah. So you see, Grizzly pointed out too. It is still the worst record in the AL, so that question will still be a yes. Do we have any game 163s? I don't think so. Yeah, no 163s. All right, so let's save this. We'll watch the postseason from the tree view. So yeah, 59 wins, very close to the leaderboard runs. So I think FlyingWV, I think you and Kynan are both onto something with these approaches. I think a little bit of tweaking on both approaches, and I think we could have a back and forth battle for the lowball title here. I think we'll know more when we look at the runs scored and the runs against. But let's run the postseason first. Padres sweep the Diamondbacks. They'll face the Dodgers. The Cubs, of course, beat the Mets, who are gonna Met, and they'll face the Brewers. The A's beat the Twins. They'll face the Rangers, and the Yankees beat the Blue Jays to face the Red Sox. All right, the Padres beat the Dodgers 3 games to 1. The Cubs beat the Brewers. Cubs sim very well in OOTP27. They are the Dodgers of OOTP27. The Dodgers just dominated in OOTP26. The Cubs simming very well in this version. The Rangers, and when I say that, I mean players, the teams that play above their record in the sims. And as good as the Dodgers were, they simmed even better in OOTP26. And the Cubs definitely play above their record in OOTP27. And the Yankees beat the Red Sox. So it's Rangers, Yankees, Cubs, Padres. Both go to 7 games, and the Rangers and the Padres are going to face each other in the World Series. Rangers take it in 5. Wow, FlyingWV, even though you only had 59 wins, you had a game score of 10, not a game score of 1. That's interesting. All right, let's save that postseason now. And let's generate some awards. All right, great gloves. Of course, the trick here is we're trying to avoid any awards. And the Orioles have no awards here, so no Gray Gloves. Relief pitcher of the year. I think these relievers might be a little dangerous unless their ERAs floated up. All right, Harris's ERA is now up to 2.38. Yeah, so I think he's only real danger here. Okay. Yep. So, yeah, only 4 players got any votes at all, and none of them were ours. So that is another no. Silver Sluggers. Let's take a look at the. Yeah, the highest OPS was an 827. So I don't think we're getting a Silver Slugger. All right, we're safe on the Platinum Stick Awards. No Orioles there. I think FlyingWV might have done it again. The only one to do this. These perfect award cycles. Yeah, Altuve definitely outdid Suburhi because he had 274 versus Altuve's 297, and he had like I think it was 20 home runs. Yeah, 20 home runs exactly, and Altuve had 26. Yeah, so good call, Z Grizzly. Um, Next up will be Rookie of the Year. We don't have anyone eligible. And then Cy Young. It would have to be a relief pitcher. We didn't get any relief pitcher either of us, so I think we should be safe here. Although it doesn't make sense. This has happened before, though. We get Cy Young votes for a relief pitcher who didn't get any relief pitcher of the year votes, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, we were safe there. And I don't think we're going to get any MVP votes, but you never know. You would normally think if a guy can't win Silver Slugger, there's no reason he'd get MVP votes, but that has been incorrect before. Man, we got to scroll down really far. I was getting nervous. The long scroll. But FlyingWV does it again. The only player to have ever done this, and now he's done it 4 times. The perfect award cycle. 3 times in 27, and the only one to do it in all of 26. All right. While we're in here, let's take a look at the. We'll do the mouse over things, but also take a look at the runs scored and runs against, and the monthly win percentages. So this was one where it was just consistently good low ball play, but just a little too high. So 269 in April, 407, 308, 400, 429, 400. Not a single month over 500, not even a single month over 429. But I think just a few too many 400 win percentage months. But really consistently bad here. And look at the offense, terrible. Bullpen ERA, of course, the low ball is going to be the best part of the team, 3.75. Okay, so runs scored 635, a new record in futility. So that part of it definitely worked. The runs allowed is 828, which is the lowest runs allowed. So, yeah, So that leads to not the lowest run differential, but not a great run differential. So definitely did a good job. So I think the thing is, take a look at that roster file and see if there are any ways to nerf the offense further without boosting. Nerf the pitching more without boosting the offense too much. But you and Kynan have both had very similar runs from tonight and last night. Let's look at the mouse hover questions. How did you finish a half game behind? Oh, they must have to play game 163. Okay. All right, the mouse hover. Wow, 30th, 28th, 25th. That is amazingly bad. On the defensive side, 23rd, 18th, 27th. You might actually have beaten Kynan's record for the worst sum of those rankings. Holy cow, you destroyed the record for it. I did not think it would be that much worse. All right, here's the leaderboard. Here's the thing I just calculated. So these are your mouse hover rankings. And actually tied with Kynan for the first two. Last place and 28th place for runs and batting average. And then 25th place for home runs, which is actually the second worst ever. All right, and then 23rd in ERA, 18th in strikeouts, which is the second worst ranking ever. And the defensive efficiency was 27th. Yeah, so the previous totals of those highest totals were 131 and 139. FlyingWV just destroying the record, moving up to 151. Anytime you increase a record by almost 10%, like you've just crushed it. And then worse than the division, worse than the league, but just not worst in the majors. Like have the Rockies, tough to beat in low ball. And again, these are all green because FlyingWV has done it again. The perfect award cycle. Yeah, so the only times this happen are in OTP, or this FlyingWV run, this FlyingWV run, and this FlyingWV run. And in all of OOTP27, FlyingWV was the only one to do that particular feat. So look, this was a very good low ball run. It just wasn't there on the win total. Worst run scored. Let me fix that. But unfortunately, almost it is the fewest runs. So taking the mantle away from Nagaranki, this is the fewest runs allowed by any creator roster team. So you got the green for the fewest runs scored, and then you got the red for the fewest runs allowed. But you allowed the fewest runs despite having the 23rd worst ERA, the 18th worst strikeouts, and the 27th worst defensive efficiency. But definitely getting close to some there. You and Kynan, I think, if you go back to the lab a little bit, I think you can crack this thing. All right, let's do the pack giveaway. Let me get that into the spreadsheet view. Okay, first let's do the survivor stall part for first place packs. With each question, if you are the only one to get it wrong, or if not everyone gets it wrong, you will be eliminated. But then for second place packs, everyone gets to come back in. Will this team have the worst record in the majors? They did not. The Rockies continue to do that. Will this team have the lowest record in the sub league? They did. With 59 was they tied for the White Sox, but they did have the worst record. So yes. So Z Grizzly, Flying Crouton, and T Davis are the survivors. Will this team finish last in this division? Yes, they did. So those same three will advance. And they did not make the playoffs. They didn't win their division, so those will all be no's. Okay. All right, so it comes down to the win total. The win total was 59. And T Davis is going to take it down with a guess of 61. Just one closer than Z Grizzly. Z Grizzly and Flying Crouton will get 3 bonus points for the second place part of the competition. I'm trying to hide these cells. Okay, these color codes are just to remind me of who gets the bonus points and stuff. Alright, so T Davis gets the green all the way because we do not need to score his guesses. And Flying Crouton and C Grizzly get those 3 bonus points. Okay, games behind 36 and a half. So Z Grizzly is the closest there. Z Grizzly and Flying Crouton guessing within 1 of each other on that one too. Impressive. Okay, All Stars, we did get the minimum 1, so everyone got that right. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Oh no, I guess I am surprised because you can get a catcher and a relief pitcher in. Gold Glove winners again. FlyingWV did the sweep of these awards. And what is this one again? Gold Glove. Okay, we know Platinum 6 was also a 0 because we set the record for award futility. Alright, the mouse hover questions, I believe these are. Yep, runs scored. We were dead last, 30th in runs scored. So Z Grizzly, Flying Crouton, and Rev Jr. all get points there. Okay, next up is batting average, where FlyingWV's team was 28th. Nerd of Anarchy gets that one exactly right. Important solo point there from Nerd of Anarchy. Okay, home runs hit. 25th. Oh, look at T. Dave would have got it, but Nerd of Anarchy and Z Grizzly are the closest. Alright, and then defense side ERA, 23rd. Flying Crouton gets a solo point out of that one. Alright, and then this one is strikeouts thrown, 18th. Red Jr. 6 away. We'll get the point for that one. And finally, defensive efficiency, 27th. Red Jr. is going to take that one. Oh, yeah, you're right. FlyingWV, you are right. Let me correct that. FlyingWV is also 6 away, just 6 away on the plus side. So it gets a point there. Okay, before we get to the batting questions, let's see. We've got Nerd of Anarchy with 5. Bronson Johnson with 3. Zekers with 6 plus the 3 bonus for 9. Flying Crouton with 6 plus the bonus for 9. And Rev Jr. with 6. Alright, there's still a lot of questions left, so everyone's still in the running. Bronson Johnson, I think, getting close to getting squeezed out. Alright, home runs hit by the team leader on home runs. It was Jonathan Leva, who had a 55 power rating, hit 32 home runs. 55 power rating, hit 32 home runs. Z Grizzly and Flying Crouton with amazing guesses of 31, just 1 home run away. Alright. The batter with the most strikeouts. Speckle. Thank you for the channel from Judging. But did you, I don't know if, you probably didn't hear me when you popped in earlier. Do you know what you missed yesterday, Speckle? Let me give these scritches to Crouton. Here you go, buddy. These are Speckle scritches for you. She might have just popped in and out again to give scritches. You missed Kynan 360 playing low ball crater roster yesterday. You missed the chance to bask in Kynan's voice. No! You could have introduced Mom Speckle to Kynan's voice. Alright, the batter with the most strikeouts, Roberto Gonzalez, struck out 228 times. Let's take a look at this to bask in this batter profile. You've been basking in another friend's voice instead. Oh, well, that's nice. 228 strikeouts for Roberto Gonzalez. He hit 191 with 26 home runs. His profile isn't that bad. He had 40 avoid K. His BABIP is bad. I would not have expected... no, yeah, 191 seems a little harsh for 40 contact, but I would have guessed like 210. But I also didn't think 40 avoid K would get you 228 strikeouts. This feels more like 30 avoid K, but 228 strikeouts. Flying Crouton with a guess of 198, the closest to 200. No one guessed over 200. So Flying Crouton takes the W. All right. Lowest batting average with at least 300 plate appearances. Dave Hernandez hit 163 in 576 plate appearances. This is that third baseman. That we didn't think would end up playing third base because the second baseman would play third, but they put the second baseman at shortstop instead. So the upside is Dave Hernandez got the bat for a full season. And he hit 163. His OPS is under 500. His OPS plus is 22. He had negative 5.6 WAR. This guy is an amazing low ball player. And he doesn't... This profile doesn't even look that bad. But he was like crushingly bad. All-timer bad. Wow. That profile does not look that bad. But his stat line is gross. He had 163 and qualified for this question. 163. Amazingly, Bronson Johnson undercut it. So that's 0.016 away. But Rev Jr. is 0.013 away. T. Davis would have been even closer, but Rev Jr. is going to get a solo point there for that one. Well deserved. And lowest OPS, again, shockingly low. 453. I bet no one guessed under 500. Okay, Bronson Johnson did, but way under 500. So the closest guess is going to be Z Grizzly with a guess of 500. And the worst batter war, the aforementioned Dave Fernandez, negative 5.6. Nordameric's closest was negative 5.2. Okay, so heading into the pitching questions. We've got Nerd of Anarchy with 6. Yeah, negative 5.6. Not 5.6. Negative 5.6. Alright, Z Grizzly picks up 2 to go to 11. Flying Crouton picks up 2 to go to 11. And Red Junior picks up 1 to go to 7. Alright, so I think Bronson Johnson has been eliminated, but Nerd of Anarchy and Red Junior can still catch up. But they're running out of questions. Yeah, no, I think this guessing game with the low ball is the one that benefits the most from having watched a lot of streams. I do agree, it is hard to guess these, unless you've watched it done a bunch. All right, on the pitching side, strikeouts thrown, 170 is the most strikeouts thrown. So 172 Flying Crouton is going to be the closest on that one. Then home runs allowed is the other one we track now. Surprisingly low, 36. I mean, part of it is they didn't get up to 200 innings, but 36 home runs allowed is the most on the team. So Z Grizzly is the closest there, just 4 away, and so ties it back up. What's next? Oh yeah, ERA. Highest ERA with at least 100 innings pitched. Now these are much lower than we're used to, because all the pitchers came from the average level. 6.59. 6.59. Flying Crouton only 0.1 away. 6.69 is the guess. All this back and forth though between Zegers and Flying Crouton means I think the others have been eliminated. So it's a 2-man race for these second place packs. All right, the worst whip, 1.79. Bronson Johnson very close to the 1.75, but Rev Jr. 1.789, which is essentially 1.79, so that's an almost exact guess there. And then pitcher war, the worst pitcher, only one pitcher with a negative war, negative 1.2. So Flying Crouton's going to take that one and is going to take the game. But Flying WV is not collecting packs, so the packs are going to go to Z Grizzly. That's the final twist. 6 points for Nereki, 3 points for Bronson Johnson, 12 points for Z Grizzly, 14 points for Flying WV, and 8 points for Rev Jr. So, while Flying Crouton, Flying WV does take the most points and second place, Z Grizzly is going to get the 3 packs because FlyingWV is not collecting packs right now. Alright, so 7 packs to T Davis and 3 packs to Z Grizzly, with the second place win going to FlyingWV. So congrats all around. FlyingWV, thanks for a fun sim. Also, thanks to Kainen360 for being the inspiration behind half of the approach. FlyingWV trying to combine his pitching fatigue approach with Kainen's low bat approach. You know, one thing we should do is see, did any batters pitch? Yeah, so I think having the 13 man bullpen is part of it. I think also the starting pitchers were probably a little too good for the bullpen to get worn down, so we didn't have any position players pitching this time around. But still a pretty successful campaign. 59 wins. Yet another example of not getting any of the awards. 1 All-Star and no votes in anything else. And the futility of being a combined 151 ranking across those 6 categories. Keep in mind, 180 is the worst you can possibly do. And FlyingWV got to 151, which is kind of amazing. And sets a record for the lowest runs scored by a low ball team. So I think the final answer is going to be somewhere in between those approaches. Or some other completely undiscovered approach that no one's tried yet. Alright, let's see. Thank you also for the raids to Ezra Denny, Papa Sump, and Ripley the Oriole. Triple rated today, which is nice. And while Tuki is streaming, and it is is it not Wario anymore? It's Waluigi. I do want to raid Midnight Sumo because of the sumo tournament going on. We'll go back to raiding Tugi and Ofi after the sumo tournament's over, but. So Midnight Sumo is a Canadian streamer who streams live Japanese sumo tournaments. Right now we're in the middle of a grand tournament from Tokyo. Day 8 of 15, so it's the halfway mark. And there's been lots of good sumo action this tournament. It's been fun to watch. As far as scheduling notes, we've got tomorrow Smiley Face Jane playing a historic game. I think it's Shopping Spree again, but I'll have to confirm that with her. Rev Jr. is playing low ball again on Monday. I'll be doing an experiment on Tuesday. We'll have pack rips. I might have to switch the pack rips to PTMS Press because I didn't know it's 3 rosters for traditional and 3 drafts for draft, and so I have more squads in there than I thought I would have. There are only 2 PTCSs for PTMS 1, so I thought I was going to be lucky to get 1 team in. I think I have 1 in tradition. I might have 3 in draft, so there might be a lot to do. FlyingWV and Zero both redeeming the discounted sub channel point redemption rate to play community games. So thank you for that. Let's connect in Discord to get you scheduled. And so reach out to me and let me know what you want to play, and then I'll give you some dates that might work.